Hi there, welcome to Module 6, Part 2. So, in this part, we'll be practicalizing a lot. So, get into your Figma. We talked about that the fact that auto layout helps automatic spacing. So, let's get to our Figma and practicalize better. Remember, in our freeform layout, this is our freeform here. You can decide to put anything we want to and then set it anyhow we want to set it. But you know that it's distorted. Can you see? Let's say we want to set this, right? And then this is it. Alright. And this one was 50. And 50 here. So and then we want it in the same line. Did you see how I did it? This is where you can set the spacings inside for freeform layout 50. This 26 here. You can decide to make it 30. So this is 30. Can you see? But now that's a freeform layout. But with this now, let's turn it to an auto layout. Let's activate auto layout. Can you see? I've activated auto layout now and it is already like this. It is horizontal. Can you see? This is horizontal settings in auto layout here. And this is it here. Can you see? This is it. So everywhere, this is 57, 57, 50, 50. And then this is 50, this is 30. Can you see? Oh, here was what? Here was 108, 50, 57, 57 too. So automatic layout helps you to position, keep your things, your design, anything you want to do in automatic spacing. So that's just a thing there. Let's say we want to do something else now. Bring out this two, hit on shift A please, or you always come here to activate it, right? And we click on this too, and we click on this too. This is just me duplicating it. I'm duplicating it, and then I hit on it, select it, and I hit on here my shift A, and then there is something we call padding, right? Make it 10, or can make it 20. I can make it 20. So bring it to the middle and hug. Can you see? It's working. So what this hug does is that it's hugging the content. It's giving it fixed the way you kept it. Okay? That is what this hug does. It's hugging the content. It's giving it fixed the way you kept it. And you come back again. You can choose to do this 20 as well, or 16, whichever one you want to do. And this is 26 already because it's horizontal. Okay? So, and then you can add your fill. Adding your fill is just adding your color. You can add your fill, and this is it. This is so bright. Then you can make your corner radius 16. Already taught you how to put corner radius, and you achieved this. This you can still achieve it in, let's say you are doing a freeform layout. You can achieve it in freeform layout, but it's gonna take you time. It's gonna take you a lot of time. So you now keep doing this and doing this and doing this. Then you now hit on this. Make sure it is selected. You now draw and you now add your fill. You now do this and pin it. Um, okay. thought I wanted them to be in a. Mm-hmm. And then you now do 16. If you notice, they are different. This is not properly arranged. This is, but one is properly arranged, one is not properly arranged. You now have to like start setting it for it to be arranged. That's what it means. You have to start setting it for it to be arranged. For it to be arranged. But if you still notice, the up and down are not the same. The up and down of these two are not the same. So you can actually use auto layout to make your work faster and neater and then more aligned to achieve your desirable result. And your designs will be looking very, very good. Now let's start from here. This part shows you that this is vertical. It is being stacked. Remember, I stacked this first. This on its own is horizontal. Remove it. This on its own is horizontal. This one on its own is vertical. It's going straight. That's why it's here. I can choose to add this thing now inside here. How do I add this? Once I see a line, you're meant to see this blue line. You leave it to enter like that. Let me remove it. Just you will see a blue line. Can you see? And then I just leave it. Just see it. I can choose to do another one again, duplicate it, and I see a blue line. And it goes down. Can you see how easy it is stacking up itself? Hold on to my alt and it adds up. Hold on to my alt. No, Ctrl Z. Make sure I select this. Hold on to my alt and it adds up. Can you see how I can create multiple cards? But if I'm to do this now, keep holding on to these two things and keep stretching. Holding on to these two things and keep stretching. Holding on to these two things and keep stretching. Which it will take me a lot of time. It's going to take me a lot of time. So auto layout makes things easier. Just know how to set the properties and you are good to go. Know how to set your properties and you are good to go. Trust me, auto layout, it's not hard. Okay, then this is your padding. This is obviously this is your horizontal padding, this is your vertical padding. Okay, and this one is called your margin to create inner gap, these inner spaces here. And you see, this is it inside between object and its content. This one, can you see it is just around. This is your padding here. And now there's another good thing I want to explain, which is to be used for resizing purposes and for responsive design. You tend to use it for your responsive design. Now, let's say you want something to be responsive. Let me write something. Favor. Okay. Let me draw a text box and bring lorem inspo. So lorem inspo is just a dummy text. Okay, it's a dummy text that we use for writing dummy things. Let me write. Let me open this one, but this is not the one I'm looking for. I don't think this is the one I'm looking for. I really don't think so. Okay, so generate, and you see, okay, yeah, this is it. So with this, make it longer, right? How do I do this? Let me close it. So then let me do it again. Press it. Obviously, it's open up like this, but it will tell you to draw, generate a placeholder. So just press on your T and draw. Press on your T and draw. Imagine you are drawing, it's already telling you how many sentences do you want. So if you want 10 lines or 10 something, you just put it. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 90. Whichever, you can always expand it. And this is it. You can always expand them. Okay. Let's say they are in a is this a rectangle? Yeah, 100x. Let's say they're in a frame. Um, right. Mm-hmm. To create add this and auto layout. Okay. So I want you to get, are you seeing this drop down now? Can you see this drop down now? Good. Automatically when something is in an auto layout, you get to see a drop down. Okay. The drop down will always appear. This is an auto layout. See the difference. Auto layout frame. Auto layout has this two dotted line. Frame has an hash sign. Please know the difference. Okay. Hash sign, these two rectangle, big and small. Okay. So this you hold here, maybe hug. Can you see it changes, it makes it longer, Ctrl Z, and maybe you want it fill container. So once you put it on fill container now, it resizes anywhere you want it to be. Can you see? It resizes, you're making it to fill up container. To that, can you see this is the padding I gave it to, which is 20. It is getting to this padding, the same 27 I gave it to here, my vertical padding, and it is responsive. My design is responsive. What I set to be responsive is this. Can you see it's on fill? Then this is on hug. Then the main thing here is on fix. You can still put it on hug, no problem, right? Can you see that it's not working? If you put it on hug, it's not hugging it. It's not working. So put it on fix that you put it, and it's just the text. So you can do fill container for place, fill container for your text, and you can make your design responsive. Same thing goes to this height, and you make your design responsive. Okay. Now another thing again is select this mother frame, and you want to do something else. Maybe add max width. Okay. So mean width, this is the width here is 518, maybe 400 is the mean width you want it to get to. Okay, and then you can still add, can remove. Then this one too, you can still add max width, right? Max width is still 518, which is what it is on 518. So this is the main width, this is the max width, and we go. So are you seeing once you get to that 400, it's no longer moving. It stays. Maybe that's where you want it to be, so that to avoid overstretching and then keeping your design in distorted look. So set your mean width and max width. Max width, once you get to 500, 518, can you see it stops moving? 400, 518, 400, 518. Same thing goes to this place too. This is, maybe let me do this part, so I could choose to set it to view container as well. I make my height mean width 100, enter, and then max width 138. 138, can you see? So we could still go up whatever we want to. Something is wrong. I think this is on, it's supposed to be hog. It's not supposed to. Can you see? 100 and all of that. But we don't really need height. What we need is the body. That's what we need for it. So we don't really need all this, arrangement, because mostly what we need is our body to be moving. Okay. So I believe with this now, you now understand better on the concept of auto layout and how to use auto layout. Just keep practicing it, keep practicalizing the use of auto layout, and trust me, it is not hard. Just know that this is the alignment purposes, right? And the wrap too is for you to wrap things to another line. If you want to wrap things to another line, that's where you have your wrap. Okay. Can this work? Let me see. Let me see if it will work here. Let's see. Let's see if it will get to work so that we would know. Can you see it is wrapping to another part? It's because it's not aligned. If it's aligned properly, it is meant to wrap. When you're wrapping it, it will just enter to one particular part and you tend to wrap it better. Ctrl X, Ctrl X, Ctrl X. So let's see. Ctrl Z and okay. Wrap is not activated here. Okay. Shift A. And I activate on my wrap and you see it goes down, goes up, goes down, goes. So with this now I can choose to set my max width here. My width is 375. Max width 375, 375. My mean width, let me set my mean width. Select this one. Just copy it, Ctrl C, mean width, V, enter, and that's it. So it doesn't exceed that. It doesn't exceed that. Can you see? It's just you trying to be responsive, achieving a responsive design. So you can achieve this too with multiple designs when you command, you do them better. So this one is for you to lock an aspect ratio, just in case you are doing with something like images. If you want to lock an aspect ratio of an image so that it doesn't shrink and resizes when you are doing your designs. So you can unlock too. And yeah, this is it. Then this one too, it has its own I'm sure you guys have seen something like this. Let me draw a frame and let me just bring out an ellipse. Okay, let me do something. Get to my unsplash. I thought you unsplash, right? So get to plugins. Please make sure this is selected. These plugins and widgets. Then type unsplash and hit send. Then get to unsplash. And you can search a lot of things. Let's search for a lady portrait. Lady portrait. Make sure this is selected and you hit on this. Okay, then select this one and then I hit on this. And then I select this one and I hit on this. Okay, so the three of them now, I hit my shift A please. That is auto layout. Then I can do minus, right? Minus 20. Can you see that they are closer now? And I could choose to come here and do last on top or first on top. Can you see? Whichever one that you want it to be on top, first on top, last on top, whichever one that you want it to be on, you choose to do them. And it's easy. So minus 20 gives you, brings it closer. Instead of you doing on top of overlapping, this is more like the perfect overlapping that you would achieve your desired taste. Okay, so what else? This part is if you want to set your individual patterns, right? You want to set this part. Let's say you want to set this sorry, when this thing appears, just press on this close and it will close. So vector mode. So let's say this part, I want to make it 10, and then make this part 20. Let me add few so that you get to see what I'm saying. And okay. Um Something is wrong. Remove max. Okay, just remove it. Remove. Can you see? This is 10 here. This is 20. Can choose to make this one, this part here. Oh, because it's on control Z. Then wrap. So I've removed it on wrap, and I increase this, and let me remove this max with I remove it, and then I can make this like this, like this, and maybe 28, 28. Let's see. All contents. Can you see? It was unfixed before, so I had to make it all content. And this is 28, 25. This is 25, 10, and 20. So it's just for you to understand the concept of auto layout. It is not hard, trust me, it is not. And then this one, you make it 20. You hit on this, and yeah, you understood it. And well, hopefully layout is very easy for you to understand. So yeah, we've come to the end of the teaching of auto layout. So keep practicing, keep practicalizing to understand what each properties does. Okay, so thank you, and see you in module 7.